Senior Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad quit the Indian National Congress in what can be called as the most sensational exit from the grand old party in the recent days. After leaving the party, the former chief minister of the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir has blamed the Congress leader for taking what once was a national movement to ruins. The former union minister stated that the downfall of the party started after Rahul Gandhi was appointed as the AICC vice president in the year 2013. Azad has mocked him for being immature, non-serious, and a politician who is surrounded by a coterie of sycophants. Ghulam Nabi Azad's exit shall not be seen as an unusual move, as there have been several leaders who have bid adieu to the National Congress in the last few years. Here is a list of 7 of them. Stay tuned till the end of the video. Meanwhile, make sure that you subscribe to News Hamster if you haven't already and hit the bell icon to get all the notifications. Jyotiraditya Scindia. Scindia was seen to be one of the closest leaders to Rahul Gandhi inside the parliament and otherwise. The young leader from the state of Madhya Pradesh resigned from the party in March 2020. Although many cite the reasons for his walkout to be the unfulfillment of personal ambitions, the sources close to him have said that the unfulfilled promises of the Congress leadership have hurt him more. Scindia cited the alleged false promises of loan waiver and increased employment under the Kamal Nath government of Madhya Pradesh to be the major reason for his exit. Again, the ball rested in the court of the national leadership of Indian National Congress. Ghulam Nabi Azad. In a 5-page letter written to the Congress leader Sonia Gandhi, Ghulam Nabi Azad has stated that the Indian National Congress has lost the ability and will under the leadership of AICC, which is to fight for the right of India. The former opposition leader in the Rajya Sabha also went on to state in the letter that the consultative mechanism which existed in the Sonia Gandhi-led Congress has taken a back seat during the times of her son. Counting on the fact that the Indian National Congress has lost 2 general elections in the last few years and 39 out of 49 state assembly elections, Azad directed his attack towards the legitimacy of the Congress leadership. Jaiveer Shergill. Hours before Ghulam Nabi Azad shocked the Indian National Congress with a strongly worded resignation letter, a young spokesperson of the party, Jaiveer Shergill, resigned from the party, citing the reason to be pretty much the same as of Azad. He accused that the decisions of the party are influenced by the self-serving interests of the leadership group. Hemant Biswa Sarma. The current CM of Assam, Hemant Biswa Sarma, had left the Congress party in the year 2015. Back then, he had made a prediction of only Gandhis being the pivotal force in Congress in the coming years, and he now reiterates that it was a true prediction. In an extremely strongly worded statement after his resignation from the Indian National Congress, Sarma stated that he wasted 23 years in the Congress party. He also counted on the lack of democracy and the relevance of family politics in the party. Talking about his state in specific, the senior leader stated that the Congress was indifferent to the problems of Assam since 2012. By saying this, he directed his attack on the then state and national leadership of the Congress. Rita Bahuguna Joshi. A senior women Congress leader, Rita Bahuguna Joshi, had served the Congress party for almost 25 years. She resigned and stated that the party had lost its reputation. She further said that Rahul Gandhi's leadership is not acceptable to the people. She even accused Rahul Gandhi to have outsourced the party to a particular PK, who most likely is Prashant Kishore in this case. Unhappy with the party and not getting due recognition in the state Congress caused Joshi to resign from the party and join the Bharatiya Janata Party. The former Congress MLA had developed a trust deficit with Sonia Gandhi despite communicating her commitment towards the party after her brother had defected from the Congress. In an official resignation letter, Joshi also called out the leadership of Rahul Gandhi, just like several other leaders. Rao Inderjit Singh. A leader who had served in the Congress party for over 35 years, left them just at the cusp of the 2014 general elections. The seasoned parliamentarian cited several reasons for his exit, the most important of it being the son-in-law of Sonia Gandhi, Robert Vadra. He had demanded a thorough probe in the land grab allegations against Robert Vadra, son-in-law of Congress President Sonia Gandhi. When there was no probe to be put in place, the former MP reconsidered his ties with the Congress. Elaborating on the same, the leader stated that the Congress ideology was no more what it used to be before. Besides issues with the Gandhi family, he was also a strong critique of the then Bhupinder Singh Huda's government in the state of Haryana. Priyanka Chaturvedi. When the entire national media was looking for opportunities to go on a mocking run at the cost of the Congress party, there was one spokesperson who defiantly resisted all of it. It was Priyanka Chaturvedi. Her resignation from the Congress party came as a major shock. Even more shocking was the reason. The former spokesperson was allegedly misbehaved with by a few party members. After the suspension of the same, the people were reinstated in the party without the knowledge of the leader, an act which Chaturvedi saw as a direct attack on her dignity. Although these seven leaders can be named as the more prominent of the rest, the list expands to over 80 to 90 leaders from all the quarters of the country who have left the party. A common thread amongst all of them is a weak, rigid, and undemocratic central leadership. With merely more than a year to go for the next general elections, will the grand old party change its ravaya? Will be an interesting case study for us to see. Like and share this video if you enjoyed it, and let us know in the comment section what you'd like to talk us about in the next videos. Thank you.